All right, Jazz Memes family, thanks for tuning in. This video we're going to be talking all about melodic minor lines. All right, so if you've checked out the previous video called The Secret Jazz Chord, one thing I want to mention there real quick is that I failed to mention that I got that concept from my teacher Barry Greene at the University of North Florida. So definitely check out his work at Barry Greene Video Lessons, and I'll put that in the description as well. For today, we're going to use those positions of the Secret Jazz Chord and go through some different melodic minor lines. So this is going to be an ascending line and a descending line for each of the 5 positions. So 10 licks, not really licks as much as lines, and I'll show you what I mean as far as the difference. If you go in the description, you can also get the download for the PDF for all of these. So let's get into it. So just to review real quick, we have 5 different positions that we're going to be talking about with this melodic minor. So the first one is going to be here around the 3rd fret. If you haven't seen the previous video, definitely go check that out first so this makes more sense. But we have these 5 spots. And I have a little loop going that's going to be more like a B flat 13, just so we can hear what these lines sound like in context. So the first line, I'll play it for you slowly and then more at speed, is going to be around this first position one, and we have so that's the first ascending lick, and then descending we have this. So you could practice these going one and then the other. The whole reason you might want to be learning some of these lines as opposed to just the scale is it gives you some actual musical context to visualize on the fretboard, or if you're a horn instrument, you can check out the notation in the PDF and apply them to some different keys. But it gives us a way of visualizing an actual way of playing through the notes in this melodic minor in a line that we can move around. So one of the main things with the line, which we'll look at in this next one, the second position we have. Either one on this lick in particular, we could start it on the downbeat or the upbeat, and it still works. It doesn't for all the lines, but for this one it does. Or the upbeat. And so we can take that, instead of focusing so much on the exact note, so like if we were referencing B flat 13, instead of thinking, oh, okay, well, G is the 13th, A flat is the 7th, the flat 7, C is the 9th, and D is the 3rd. Instead of thinking about it like that, we can take the intervals, the shape of the line. So it's ascending. It has that skip, that 3rd, and then back up the scale, and then skips down. And we can start to move that into other positions. So let's say we're taking that line and we move it down to the first position. We might have or we could take it into this next position, which we'll go over. Yeah, for that one. So that's the cool thing about lines, especially once you start to see the overall shape of it and stop analyzing on a very like note by note basis, comparing it to the chord, thinking about it more horizontally as a line and less vertically analyzed over the chord change. So let's go over for the second position, lick number 2, which is the descending one, and for that we have so on this spot. It's a little bit of a chromatic. E flat isn't exactly in this F melodic minor, but it works for that. So we have as the descending line for position 2. All right, go to the next one. We have ascending. And then taking that same motif, the G to A flat, we can also do it descending. So all of these, again, they're in the PDF. Follow along with that. All right, so after that position, then we have this one. And for this one, our ascending pattern, we're gonna have this. This one, if you're playing it on guitar, you want to make sure that you're following the picking that I use, and for all of them really, to get the best technique out of it. But we're starting with an up pick, and then a sweep, down, 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 up, down, up, and then another sweep, down, 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 up, down, up, down. And also the accents are important there. We're going to that note, and to the B flat, and then to the last one. All right, and then going descending, we have and that's for this position. All right, so for the last position, position 5, our ascending lick, we're going to use a chromatic F sharp in this case to give us that sweep. And then for our descending, we have so for now, I'm going to go through these licks, and I'll just have the loop going on the B flat 13, so you can hear how all of these sound in context. We'll start with the position 1. Moving to 2. Next one. That one I switched a little, so there you go. Next one. I'll do that again. Now descending. And then descending. For that one too, I'm adding in that chromatic twice. All right, so I hope you got a lot out of that. I hope you apply that. Let me know in the comments, and definitely like and subscribe this video. We're gonna have a lot more of this kind of content. We'd love to hear from you what kind of topics you'd like to cover. So check it out.